In the starting lineup tonight, we have a 5'5" sophomore, number 5, Kiki Makahimi. Another 5'5", but a senior, number 12, Rayleigh Gonzalez. That 5'8" senior, number 15, Caden Scoring. That 5'6" senior, number 23, Kaya Makahimi. At 5'9", junior, number 24, Reese Johnston. Head coach is Sean Atkins, assistant coach Cal Fowler, Chris Reeves. Tonight's officials are from the Lower Columbia Officials Association. Please welcome Mark Hewitt, Jesse Spellmeyer, and Neil Williamson. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you please rise and remove your hats to join in the Pledge of Allegiance on the north wall here. I pledge allegiance to the flag
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Billy's Barn here at Mark Morris High School. The Mark Morris Lady Monarchs are back here for the first time in 2025, and they welcome in the visiting Rochester Warriors from the 1A EVCO Conference. Good to have you with us, Nick Sisson, on behalf of N2 Media, providing tonight's live stream play-by-play coverage. Tip-off right on schedule here in this one. We'll get you caught up on the players who are in uniform in the starting lineup for both teams here in just a moment as Rochester controls the tip and looking to go to work immediately down low. Ball loose and stolen away by the Monarchs. Kaya Makahimi, pass here to the near wing, crossover left, drive baseline, left-hand shot is good. That's a great sign there for the Monarchs as Reese Johnston gets on the board first, 2-0. Monarchs with the advantage here. Mark Morris 4-5 overall. Rochester 1-10. They move the ball well on that possession, and it's Lexi DuPont with the bucket to tie it up, 2-2. But Mark Morris fresh off of the T-Town Throwdown, where they went 1-2 in the tournament, picking up their victory on the last day of the tournament against Silas, 36-23. As we've got a drive by Kaya Makahimi, and a foul is called, and Kaya will head to the free throw line for 2. 7:07 to go here. We'll get the picture-in-picture going for everybody. So they got the score at home and time in the upper right corner as Makahimi misses on the first of 2. But Mark Morris 4-5 overall, like I mentioned, and 2-2 in district play, this being a non-district game. The 1A EVCO Rochester Warriors 1-10 overall on the season. They warm up pretty well. 3-2 Mark Morris with the advantage. Dribble in the paint there by DuPont. And passes back to the elbow and dribbling it back and losing it off of her foot is Sadie's DuPont. And the Monarchs now in transition. Johnston, stutter step, gets by and draws a foul and will head to the free throw line. This one's going to go against Lena Deemers. And that's going to be her first personal. Rochester coached by Keely Rivas. And, of course, Mark Morris by Sean Atkins as Johnston hits the first free throw. She's got 3 so far here. And the Monarchs on top by 2 now, 4-2. Second free throw rattles down for Reese. 4 quick ones, 6:44 to go. And the Monarchs on top here, 5-2, just underway. Ball dead in the backcourt double team and now looking for some help. Rochester is going to get a timeout ahead of the pass. Lizzie Hoover was trapped there right on the logo. And we'll take this timeout with 23 on the shot clock and 6:37 on the game clock. Fans, good to be back here at Mark Morris High School for the first time in 2025. We just took our first stop over at R.A. Long the other day, where the R.A. Long Lumberjack boys basketball team defeated Tenino, another 1A EVCO team, 80-43. And we're going to make our rounds finishing up tomorrow over at Kelso High School for some boys basketball. The Prairie Falcons and the Kelso Highlanders are going to open up Greater St. Helens League 3A competition. Camden's in the live stream comment section on YouTube. What's up, Camden? Missed you over the break. Did your wife have the baby yet? Baby Watch 2025 is still underway, and it could happen probably, I'd say, anytime between February 1st and the projected due date, which is February 19th. Ball on the floor, picked up Rochester. Still with plenty of time to work, but can't work any longer as another turnover is forced by the Monarchs. Kea Maki-Iwi comes away with it, moves it over here near side three, missed by Johnston. Ball heading out of bounds. Johnston can't save it. Rochester ball. A little full court pressure here being shown by the Monarchs. And it leads to a turnover. Getting her hands in there was Gazzotti Rayleigh. And they're going to say last to touch it was Sadie's DuPont. So Kea Maki-Iwi will inbound it. Bounce pass feed, far block. A nice screen set at the elbow. Clinical play there. Johnston now with 6. Talking with head coach Sean Atkins before the game, says Johnston's had a rough go of it so far this season and picked up an injury as well over that tournament there and ended up needing 5 stitches, and she's playing possessed here in the early going. 8 of Mark Morris's 9 points converts another fast break opportunity, and this ball heads to Cal Fowler. There's a souvenir, coach. And this one not touched by a player, so the Monarchs are going to inbound under the basket. An easy feed in, sister to sister, TGIF Friday. Maki-Iwi to Maki-Iwi. Ball poked loose by Rayleigh. Rochester will maintain possession here as Demers will inbound it. And gets it in, throws it away. Couldn't be handled there by Lexi DuPont. So another Warriors turnover here, 5:29 to go. Johnston feeds a pass down low. Gorin's looking to go to work. Straight up on the defense there was DuPont. Gorin's got the underneath of the basket. Rochester pushing the pace the other way. Now they slow it down. Bounce pass to the elbow, one dribble collision. Maki-Iwi got the worst of that, and she's also going to pick up the foul for her efforts as he checks twice for blood. Doesn't see any. No blood, no foul. Just kidding. Demers looking to inbound here, directing traffic. Bounce pass feet under the basket. Shot up, no good. Offensive rebound, though, and now on the floor, traveling called. Lizzie Hoover couldn't hit the shot and couldn't maintain safe footing there. Johnson receives the inbound, and Mark Morris, that's close to over and back there. Ball gets out to Maki-Iwi, now to Kea. One dribble stepping into a three is Kiki, no good. And a loose ball foul is going to be called on Cadence Gorins. It's going to be her first personal. And it looks like the second Monarchs team foul here. 4:47 to go, first quarter. Long pass. Manages to find a Warrior. DuPont with it now. Crosses over, gets by her man. Ball poked loose from behind. Kiki digs it out. Now Kea with it, leading the break. 3-on-3. Rochester gets back, though. Near block, kicking it back out near wing. Looking to reestablish maybe. Yes, they do. Go back down to Gorins here. Back to the basket. Dribble. Nice cut away from the ball. Nice find. Gorins to Kea Maki-Iwi, 13-2. Ball poked loose by Johnston. Out of bounds. It'll stay with the Warriors. And this time it does not stay with the Warriors as it's poked loose. Kiki breaks away, and we've got a full charge timeout. Rochester, we'll keep it right here with the Warriors huddle. 3:59 to go, 15-2. Mark Morris already off to a running clock-ish start. So far, 8 points here for Reese Johnston. And then 4 for Kiki and 3 for Kea. Well, I hope everybody had a good holiday season. We're almost officially past that. In fact, we are, officially past it. There's no debate about that. But, in terms of mentioning it out loud. After the timeout, Warriors looking to inbound it, and they do. Nice press break. Shot denied by Gorans. Tap far side, gathered by Rochester. Shot by DuPont, short, rebound Gorans. Gorans with a block and a board on the defensive possession there for Mark Morris. Skip pass, Kea puts it on the deck, gets a screen, picks up the dribble at the elbow. Top of the circle, Rayleigh now surveying, backs it out to the volleyball line. Kea curls the top. Shot no good. Offensive rebound put back no good by Gorans. DuPont comes away with it. Ball rotated far side. Looking to go down low, they do. Demers tries to pass it near block, but out of bounds is Lizzie Hoover. And we're going to get a substitution here for Mark Morris. It's going to be Camry coming in for Rayleigh at the 3-minute mark, first quarter. Underneath the basket, Goran's good footwork kicks it out. Johnston hoists up a triple short, caught out of the air. Maka Evie feeds it down low on the block. Gorans does not go up, kicks it out, and we've got 3 in the key called on Cadence. Substitution into the ball game again is number 3, Sadie's DuPont, and Demers will sit down. Lauren Rodriguez out in the ball game, number 20 for Rochester, and that might have been a travel, but a one-hand pass up the court is stolen away. Kea, couple dribbles in, leans and misses. Offensive rebound putback is good. And that's Destiny Watson recently checking into the ball game for Mark Morris, and we've got a reach-in foul here on the near side. That's going to go against Reese Johnston, and that's going to be Reese's first. Reese is fouled out of a couple contests as of late. Your best ability is availability. Nice move around the defender. Shot up, and it bounces twice, no good. Rebound, Kea finds Kiki. Kiki up the floor, far side to Johnson. A little 2-on-1 break. If they hurry, sidestepping the defenders. Johnson missing the shot. The ball's out of bounds. It's going to be Rochester ball. 1:53 to go, 17-2. Mark Morris with the lead. Johnston intercepts the pass, throws it up ahead. Far side, step through, shot up, count the bucket, and 1 for Kiki. 6 for Kiki Maka Evie. Sub in here for Mark Morris is going to be Ashlyn Cole. Cole had a huge game back here, I believe, against Ridgefield. My memory's not as good as I'm older. But Kiki hits the free throw. But Ashlyn off the bench with, I think, 21, I want to say, in that game against Ridgefield. Taking it all the way to the cup is DuPont missing the shot. And Johnston comes away with the board for Mark Morris. Ball loose after a handoff attempt to Cole. Cole picks it up. Far elbow dribbling back out. Kiki picks up her dribble. Camry loses it to the backcourt. Got to pick it up, and lazy to get back there. And they're going to call over and back. Diving to the floor there was Sadie's DuPont. So Rochester gets the ball back. Looking for their second field goal here in the first quarter. Shot airballed. Rebounds Camry. Camry loses a handle, ball out of bounds. Last touched here by Sadie's DuPont. And we've got a timeout on the floor. 1:02 to go here in the first quarter. It's going to be a 30-second charge timeout. Well, fans, while I got you here, just want to let you know that tonight's game is going to be written up on Blast Zone Media for local prep coverage. $8 a month. Subscribe to Blast Zone Media. That's blastzonemedia.com. Free trial available. Free clicks available as well currently. Blast Zone Media proudly providing local prep coverage in Southwest Washington and Northern Oregon sometimes. (20-2). Mark Morris with the ball and the lead. An open three by Kiki, no good. Tapped around, Destiny Watson controls the offensive rebound. Driving into the paint, stopping at the elbow, finding Kiki. Kiki picks up her dribble, kicks it out now. Johnston, left-hand dribble. Fouled maybe, yes, and she's going to head to the line. Strong move, though, by Reese going left and shooting left. Nearly able to get the and one there, but we'll settle for the opportunity at 2 free throws here. And the first stays down. Looked like it might want to rattle over the rim there, but Reese Johnston now with 9, looking for double figures here in the opening quarter, and gets the same result. 10 now for Reese. Sub for the shooter is Paisley Friedenberg, the freshman, for Mark Morris. Good mixture of younger players for Mark Morris and a few veterans out there as well, as the press break goes awry once again for Rochester and the ball's thrown away. 41.7 to go in the opening quarter. Kiki picks up her dribble. Dangerous pass. Friedenberg comes away with it. A couple dribbles in. Little contact. Draws 2 defenders. Kicks to Cole. And Cole with the triple makes it a quarter century here in the opening quarter. Drive and a kick out from the baseline rotation here. Rochester's number 4, Arissa LeBaron, has the ball poked away. Mark Morris comes away with it. 5 on the clock, and the ball's poked out of bounds now with 2.2 to go in the near corner. Cole, the 5th Monarch to score in the opening frame. 2.2 to go. More than enough time for a dribble and a shot, but the ball doesn't get to Cole as it's off her hands. And that's going to do it for the opening quarter, but what a quarter it was for the home team. The Monarchs way out in front here in this one, 25-2. We're going to take a quick timeout here, fans, and we'll be back in just a second. Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of R.A. Long and Mark Morris High School on N2 Media. Call financial advisor Ryan Littlefield at 360-916-4650 or visit him at 911 11th Avenue in Longview for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, member SIPC. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here at Mark Morris High School. The Monarchs will start with possession here in the second quarter, leading at 25-2. Scoring unofficial here in the opening quarter for Mark Morris. Reese Johnson with 10 and Kiki Maki-Evie with 7 leading scorers for the Monarchs. Lexi DuPont with the only basket for Rochester there, as we've got a Cole triple. Robert Blackman on the PA tonight, I believe. Jesse Spellmeyer, the official here on the near sideline, says we've got a foul on Mark Morris's Cole. It's going to be her first personal. 28-2 already here in this one. Long pass, and it's going to be a foul from behind, it looks like. See who they got on this one. It's going to be Friedenberg, and the official says upside the head. Back into the game here is Lena Demers, subbing in for Lauren Rodriguez. Rayleigh Gazzotti in, Kiki Maki-Evi out for Mark Morris. DuPont stops. Kentucky 2 is off the window and in. So Lexi DuPont has all of Rochester's 4 points here. Monarchs moving the basketball around, not putting it on the deck. Cole pump fakes out of the corner, drives, shot up, no good. Rebound hauled in by Hoover. Hoover will bring it up herself. A little runner by Sadie's DuPont. Not sure if that was a pass or a shot. Either way, it doesn't hit rim and it doesn't find a Warrior. 28-4 after the turnover. Mark Morris with the ball. Shot up off the far block, and a putback is good. That is Alexa Harrison for Mark Morris. DuPont doesn't draw iron on that one. Gets saved back to her, though. This shot's long. Offensive rebound put back down low. Also no good. Warriors with a couple of decent looks there, unable to cash in. A feed down low and a kick out. Good rotation. Camry now with it. Bounce pass. Looking down low to Harrison, and Harrison's called for the walk. Kayamaki Evie back in for Mark Morris. And Kekalani Kinsella Cintron in there for Rochester, number 21. On the floor, Hoover is able to haul it in. Rochester still plenty of time here, 7 on the shot clock. Hoover's shot rejected by Maka-Evi, and a foul after the ball hauled in. 5:34 to go, second quarter. 30-4, Mark Morris. Into the paint, Maka-Evi kicks it out, ball gets rotated. Camry hits the 3. That's her first basket of the ball game. Nearly a 30-point lead here for the Monarchs. Drive baseline, ball tipped away by Mark Morris. Regathered, though, and a shot up no good. Hoover dives to the floor, battling with Camry, and that's a jump ball. Into the ball game is Grace Eaton. Camry will check out. And a traveling called up top on Sadie's DuPont. Turns it back over to Mark Morris. Friedenberg skip pass, near side finds Rayleigh, and Rayleigh dribbles it back out. 11 on the shot clock here. Rayleigh dribbles in, jump stop 2, no good. Loose ball after the rebound. DuPont tries to save. And we're going to get a Warriors substitution here. And also Reese Johnston in for Paisley Friedenberg. And I thought initially they were saying Rochester ball, but it looks like it's going to be Mark Morris ball. Kea inbounds it to Reese, to the corner, and back out. 22 on the shot clock. Backdoor cut there nicely by Rayleigh. Shot missed. Harrison rebounds and puts it in. 4 now for Harrison off the bench. The trailer is Demers for 3. Cash. There's something to feel good about. Inside, Harrison tries a bounce pass leave, and it's stolen away. Jump ball called, and possession favoring Mark Morris.
Coming in for the Monarchs, number 15,
Caden Scorin's back in for Harrison. Excuse me. Harrison with a solid shift off the bench there with 4 points and a couple boards. Kea looking to get it in, does to Reese. Reese, top of the circle, banks open. 13 now for Reese Johnston, leading all scorers. Bounce pass and a kick ball is called against Mark Morris. Shot clock will reset here, 38-7. Hoover dead with the ball on the logo. Gets some help, finds Sadie's DuPont. Now she's looking for help. Bounce pass at the free throw line. Ball dribbled off of a foot, diving to the floor. 2 players, 1 from each. It's Keamaka Evie and Lexi DuPont tied up, and it's a jump, and Rochester has the arrow this time. Kiki back in. Rayleigh out for Mark Morris here at the 3:11 mark. All Monarchs so far here in this one. DuPont settles into a triple. No good. Battle for the rebound down low, controlled by the Warriors. And now it's tapped away, but Rochester's DuPont is going to, well, we got a DuPont foul here. 2 of them on the court. Just speculation here that they might be related. But the offensive foul goes on Sadie, setting an illegal screen there. 38-7. Bad journalism on my part. Johnston, open triple, far wing. Cash. 16 for Reese. 41-7. Mark Morris scored 25 in that opening quarter. And a triple from the far side. No, it's a Kentucky 2, they say. Demers taking advantage of the bank's late hours. And now the ball poked away by Demers. Kiki, though, regathers to get it to Kea. Skip, far side, heat check.
Monarchs for number 3, Johnston.
19 for Johnston. This next one might go up from the volleyball line. Johnston steals. Instead, she outlets it up ahead. Kiki gathers and lays it in. And we've got a whistle, and we're going to get a timeout after the made basket. Head coach Sean Atkins. 46-9 with 1:59 to go. Lena Demers with 5 now for Rochester, and Lexi DuPont with 4. Fans, again, tomorrow night we're going to be live over at Kelso High School, Boys Greater St. Helens League 3A action. The visiting Prairie Falcons taking on the Kelso Highlanders. Tip off at 7 o'clock. And then Thursday, that R.A. Long Ridgefield rivalry set to renew over at the Lumberdome. Ridgefield heading to take on the R.A. Long Lumberjacks. That'll be Thursday, 7 o'clock. That'll be a big one for both teams as they're all in the mix there with one loss in league competition. The top 4 teams, just one league loss apiece, as we've got a ball on the floor tied up and jumped. Mark Morris with the arrow. From the corner, Kiki, no. Rebound, Hoover. Drive shot no good by Demers, but she's fouled and led to the free throw line. 1:23 to go here in the second. Demers with 5 so far for Rochester. And hits the first, and that one gets Rochester into double digits. Ashlyn Cole back out there, as well as Camry Gazzotti. Kea and Reese will sit down. Also out there, Freidenberg again. As Demers hits again, now 7. 46-11. Great ball movement, a triple far side, no good by Cole, partially blocked. Dribbling it into the paint and losing it. Picked up by Gorans. Under a minute now. Long skip pass from the corner, a shot by Cole, no good. Loose ball, Hoover falls down. Might have got away with that, a travel there, but referees aren't too stingy here. 46-11, 40 seconds to go. Freidenberg dials up a triple, no. And hits the floor afterwards. Camry battling with DuPont on the floor, and it's another jump, and the possession arrow this time favors Rochester. 30.2 to go. Shot clock on here for that 0.2 second differential. Ball tapped away and turned over. Last touch here by number 4, Arissa LeBaron. .2 to work here. Skip pass near corner, quickly moved out. Fake pass by Maki Evie. Now the ball gets rotated far side, looking to enter. Running baseline was Cole, and the pass behind her out of bounds. 3.7 to go. Good if it goes. No good. Good look there, actually, for Lexi DuPont, but unable to cash in. Great job there by Mark Morris, 46-11. They lead it here at the break. A 21-point second quarter, a much better quarter this time for Rochester. After only scoring 2 in the opening frame, they managed to scratch 9 and put that on the board. And 35-point lead for the Monarchs. This thing does have running clock written on it here in the second half, excuse me. So we're going to take a quick timeout here, folks, and we'll be back in just a little bit. Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of R.A. Long and Mark Morris High School on N2 Media. Call financial advisor Ryan Littlefield at 360-916-4650 or visit him at 911 11th Avenue in Longview for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, member SIPC. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Mark Morris High School. The Lady Monarchs comfortably out in front, 46-11 against the visiting Rochester Warriors. Nick Sisson here on behalf of N2 Media, as always. Let's go over some unofficial numbers here at the break. Out of the 11 points scored by Rochester, 7 of them belong to Lena Demers, and the other 4 by Lexi DuPont, the only 2 players to get on the score sheet here for Rochester in that first half. And again, it was 25-2 at the end of the first quarter. 9 points scored there in that second quarter for the Warriors. For Mark Morris, a few more names with scribbles next to it. 19 for Reese Johnston, followed by 9 for Kiki Maki-Evie, 6 for Ashlyn Cole off the bench, 4 for Alexa Harrison off the bench, 3 for Kea Maki-Evie, 3 for Camry Gazzotti off the bench, and then Destiny Watson with 2 off the bench. So the bench scoring really well for Mark Morris here. Good sign, but I think the best sign here for the Monarchs is the explosion, so to speak, of Reese Johnston's offensive output, and I think she's only got 1 personal foul to her name as well. So there's another good sign. But 19 for Reese here in the first half. Looks like I see Coach Clark in his green hoodie over there in the corner. Johnston, heat check, still hot. 22 now for Reese Johnston, making it super difficult to decide who the player of the game in this game might be. Kiki pokes the ball away and comes away with a steal rather easily. Feed down low, near block, bounce pass out. This is Gorins for 3. Why not? And that's going to put us into running clock territory, 52-11. And we've got a 30-second charge timeout. Rochester looking to make some adjustments here at the 7:05 mark in the third quarter as Mark Morris cans back-to-back triples from the near wing right in front of their bench. But again, fans, tomorrow we're going to be over at Kelso covering the Prairie Falcon boys basketball team for the first time ever, I believe. I know I've covered at least a girls' game before. Excuse me. That could be a really good game tomorrow. Prairie's got a good team, though. We'll see how Kelso's looking to start the new year. They also went to the T-Town Throwdown, where they went 2-1. They lost their opening game, but came back to win the next 2. Ball poked loose, but recovered here by the Warriors. Poked loose again, and a foul is going to be called. Kiki's going to pick up the personal, and again, the clock running here for the remainder of the ball game. All Monarchs in this one. Reese Johnson with 22, leading all scorers, in case you wondered. Hoover moves it near side, dribbling it all the way across to the far elbows. DuPont moves it back to Demers. Demers, one dribble, feeds down low. Hoover establishes double team. Johnson, who else, comes away with a steal. And she brings it across. One-hand pass gets to the near corner. A triple off the side of the backboard. Nothing doing there. Rebound Hoover as she sprints across far side. Johnston pokes it loose and steals it. Hoover gets it right back, though. Throws a pass inside, and it's stolen back by the Monarchs. Kea backs it out, finds Gorins. Gorins gets it to Rayleigh, coming off of a pick. Johnson hesitates, blows by Demers. Bounce pass leave, a 12-foot baseline J rattles out from Kiki, and over the back is going to be called on Gorins. It's Cadence's second personal. Nearly a steal there by Gorins. Demers takes it all the way to the cup. Finishes 9 now for Elena Demers. Feed down low near block. Gorins needs to go to work. Instead, dimes it off. What do I know? Rayleigh with her first basket. Cutting. Great patience there by Cadence. Coach Atkins likes what he sees, the team concept there. High-fiving all the players he's got on the bench here. And another steal. Mark Morris now getting out in front near side. A feed down low. Gorins again can put it on the deck. Instead, kicks it back out. Driving past the defender, leaving it. Little smiles there from both players as the ball goes out of bounds. With a win here tonight, Mark Morris will move to the 500 mark at 5-5. Already at the 500 mark in GSHL 2A play. And we got a jumper from the far side, short. Rebound Rayleigh, and Rayleigh's outlet pass is deflected into a fan. Hey, look out over there. Nearly a steal there by DuPont. DuPont hustling back and wolfs it away, but it lands right in the lap of Kea. Kea feeds it to Gorins. Gorins goes up right away there. 5 for Cadence Gorins. Sadie's DuPont has it rejected by Gorins. And we're going to get some subs here. 3 coming in for Mark Morris. It's going to be Watson, Camry, and Friedenberg. And the inbound pass deflected, stolen away by Mark Morris. Kea brings it up. Now Camry back to Kea. Kea puts it on the deck, jump stop at the elbow, kicks, finds an open shooter, and it's Friedenberg, and it rattles out. Rebound, DuPont. Lexi now pushing the pace. Has it poked loose, gathers, and we're going to get a reach called on Mark Morris, and it's going to be on Kiki, and Kiki palms up. Doesn't seem to agree, but neither here nor there. It's going to be an inbound on the baseline for Rochester. Ball fake and a pass back to the corner. DuPont, 2 dribbles in, shot no good. Other DuPont with the rebound near side misses it, and then Demers comes away with it, and it's out of bounds off Demers. High screen set by Watson. Kea goes opposite, though. Leaves it off to Kiki. Kiki, bounce pass far side. Friedenberg a triple. Paisley Friedenberg with her first basket. 59-13. Drive and a foul is called. I think this might be the 4th team foul or the 5th. Looks like they got it on Watson. It's going to be the 4th team foul. Gracie Eaton into the ball game. And it looks like Ashlyn Cole as well off the bench. A deep 3 by by DuPont is no good. Friedenberg comes away with it. Skip pass gets to the near wing. A triple by Cole, no good. Didn't catch it clean. And a tie up in the lane. And jump ball called. It's going to be Rochester possession. And the ball lost out of bounds. LeBaron taking it all the way. 3 on the clock. And that's going to do it here for the third quarter. 59-13, all Monarchs here in this one. A 13-2 quarter in favor of Mark Morris. Fans, once again, be sure to read about this one in the online newspaper. We don't say the B word here, but we say the B word, Blast Zone Media. We do say that. Make sure you're subscribed to blastzonemedia.com. Free 7-day trial available or unlimited access for $8 a month. Well worth it. Local supporting local. Jody Nalen, former editor at The Redacted. Proud to provide all of the local sports coverage in the Blast Zone, Southwest Washington, and sometimes Northern Oregon. Yours truly will be on the beat tonight with this one, and also tomorrow night's game over at Kelso, between Kelso and Prairie in the GSHL 3A opener. Kelso with its hopes of having a chance to compete for a 3A league championship, as they won last year, looking for their third and fourth years as we have a shot out of bounds, a shot miss and then loose ball out of bounds. Warriors basketball. Demers, one dribble, moves it, top of the circle. Gets over here to the near side. A jump shot no good from DuPont. Sadie's DuPont with the rebound, and she's fouled on the putback. And it looks like she's going to head to the free throw line for a chance to get in the score sheet. Sadie's DuPont, a 5'5 senior. And the first shot, one-handed off the glass. Wow, I gotta say, I really like that. This is like doing the Bob's free throw contest with the soft backboard. This time it doesn't quite get all the way to the backboard. Hits the cylinder. And the ball is tied up. Possession arrow favoring Rochester. Demers is able to find a teammate and get it in. Now DuPont with it, three-point line extended, working on Cole. Skip pass, nearly stolen. Ooh, hard pick there set. DuPont into Camry. Camry took the brunt of that, and we've got a basket by Lauren Rodriguez. Not as clean of a possession as we've seen for Rochester so far here tonight. They held the ball for a good amount and generated a close look at the basket. Destiny Watson says, "I'll raise you." And she puts in her second field goal of the game. Bounce pass on the floor. Picked up by Demers. Demers is able to move it outside. Dribble back to the near side. Demers gets it again. A Kentucky two's no good. Grace Eaton comes away with the board. Friedenberg puts it on the deck, drives into contact. Shot no good, but she'll head to the line, and got a player down for Rochester. Does not appear to be comfortable. And that looks like number 12, Lexi DuPont. And she's not getting up yet. Might have had the wind knocked out of her, or just speculation. In the meantime, we'll provide you with some lighthearted information from our good buddy Camden in the YouTube comment section. Fun fact, the Rochester Warriors were nicknamed the Berry Pickers back when we were a proper country, as it is DuPont, and She does look a little uncomfortable there in the midsection, and she's going to check out of the ball game here. And they did stop the clock at 5:34.
Shooting for the Monarchs,
Paisley Friedenberg at the charity stripe misses on the front end of 2. I just want to know if Rochester was the Warriors before the, well, I guess Golden State technically they moved. They were, I think it was, what were they, the Philadelphia Warriors at one point? I can't remember, but I'd have to go look that up. I should know this. After the miss, a triple is canned in here by Arissa LeBaron. To get it back, Friedenberg misses off back iron, ball out of bounds. It's going to stay with Mark Morris. Yeah, I know Golden State they weren't the Warriors originally. Really, would Philadelphia be the Warriors? That doesn't seem right. Shot missed down low by Watson, picked out of the air by Friedenberg, and a foul on the floor. I feel like Philadelphia would have always been the 76ers, but I don't know, for some reason, it's in my head. Nice move there, down low by Watson. She's got 6 now. Stump the Broadcaster is available, by the way, as out of bounds is going to be called here. Kiana Estrada called for the foul, or for the infraction, and she's subbed out. Watson establishing near block, moves it outside. Skip pass far side. Friedenberg trying to drive baseline, cut off, crosses over, goes baseline again, loses the ball. Demers comes away with it. Demers bounce pass inside, lost by Hoover. And a ball shot up from the far side by Cole from 3 is no good. Rebound by Kinsella. Whistle. Foul is going to be called on Friedenberg. Harrison into the ball game once again, and Madeline Guai also into the game for Mark Morris. A shot from 12, no good. Camry with the rebound. Eaton puts it on the deck. Shot up, no good. Harrison comes away with it, misses the first attempt. The second one is good. 6 for Harrison now. Good defense there by Guai. Sliding her feet straight up. Shot up, short, no good. And now we've got a whistle. Jump ball called, and it's going to be Mark Morris possession. The more I think about it, didn't Wilt Chamberlain play for Philadelphia Warriors? I mean, that sounds familiar to me. Ugh. Now it's going to be driving me crazy. I can't get to the Google device. Man. Camden seemed like a guy that kind of knew something, but maybe he went to bed. 65-19. Entry on the block and kicked out by Harrison. Watson now with it, moves it. Cole goes back inside, deflected away, saved, and it's still a live ball picked up by the Warriors. Rodriguez moves it. Demers keeps the rotation going. A triple no good. Lands in the lap of Watson. Minute to go now here in the ball game. A three is down for Madeline Guay. 68-19. Maddie Guay sounds like Mogwai. Reminds me of that movie Gremlins. Mogwai. Ball out of bounds. Both teams played hard. Ball out of bounds. Clock still running. And the countdown has begun from the crowd. That's going to do it. 68-19. The final here in this one. Mark Morris, a no doubt winner in the non-league game here tonight versus the 1A Rochester Warriors, who fall to 1-11 on the season. Mark Morris improves to 5-5 overall on the campaign, picking up their first win of 2025. Closest quarter there was the fourth, 9-6 in favor of Mark Morris. But we got a lot of numbers to go over for them. Gouet. Aubrey saying Gouet. I like it. So let's Madeline Gouet. So that kind of puts a kibosh to Mogwai. But still, thanks for the heads up, Aubrey. Appreciate it. Got a chance to see her hit a three-pointer. That's awesome. Off the bench. 68-19, the final here in this one. We're going to go over the happy totals here in just a little bit. I got to get some stuff here for us, so 1 second. All right, secondary mic check here, just making sure that this thing is working here for us. Let's see. It looks like we got the right levels here, and looks like we got sound. All right, Aubrey confirms that Gouet is the correct pronunciation. Got to be honest, I was kind of thrown off, but it wasn't all my fault, even though I didn't know firsthand. I'm going to blame Athletic Director Robert Blackman. He's working the PA tonight, so. And that's what he said. But anyway, final score again in this one, 68-19. Mark Morris leaving no doubt. Reese Johnston not needed much in the second half, scored 19 in the first half, finishes with 22 in the victory. But let's go over all the unofficial numbers here real quick while I can. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 different players in the scorebook here tonight. Again, unofficial. But Reese Johnson with 22 leading the way for Mark Morris. And then I'm just going to go top to bottom because I'm not bouncing back and forth here. Ashlyn Cole with 6, Kiki Maki-Evie 9, Camry Gazzotti 3, Paisley Friedenberg 3, Rayleigh Gazzotti with 2, Cadence Gorns with 5, Destiny Watson with 6, Kea Maki-Evie with 3, and then Alexa Harrison with 6, and Maddie Gouet with 3. 68 total here tonight. for the Monarchs in the win. Again, they are 5-5 now on the season. Let's take a look here. I'll pull up the old Mark Morris schedule here. And see what they've got going on in the very near future. Player of the game tonight, while I'm getting that information. Yeah, I mean, I'd be wrong if I went with anybody other than Reese Johnston. So Reese with 22 tonight in the win. She's going to be our player of the game, so congratulations. Mark Morris will be in action coming up again on Friday, taking on the Washougal Panthers here at home, 7 o'clock tip-off. That'll be an important game for Mark Morris. Those are games that they're going to want to make sure that they pick up victories on and give themselves every opportunity to have a shot at potentially getting in the conversation for a league championship. Columbia Rivers got a pretty good-looking opportunity themselves here, I would say. And Mark Morris could definitely join the conversation. They'd like to, I know for a fact. And, they shoot the ball like they have been a couple of games this season. They'll be right there. But they got a game coming up in league on Friday against the Washougal Panthers. And again, tomorrow night, fans, we are going to be live at Kelso High School for 3A Greater St. Helens League boys basketball between the Prairie Falcons and the Kelso Highlanders. And we'll have more information on the live stream link posted on social media. So we got a special guest coming on here, so I'll get it all set up for her. Hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good. We got Kiki Maki Evie here with us. Kiki, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Okay, I got a camera right over there. I'm going to switch it over for everybody so they can see you. There you go. If you got Nana's Papas at home, it's just right there. You can wave to everybody. But actually, you know what? I think that Coach Atkins read my mind. I really did want to get a chance to have a conversation with you, kind of one of the newest members of the Monarchs last year, and then taking on more of a leadership role. I've talked with Coach Atkins a little bit, and, we both like what we see so far out of your leadership as just a sophomore. Talk about what it's been like for you so far this season, maybe taking on a little bit more of a leadership role and contributing the way that you have been every game.
I've loved it. This is probably my favorite year of my high school career, even though I only played for 1 year.
Sure.
I just love the girls. I love how we have a connection inside the court and outside, and that's pretty much it, yeah.
Just talk a little bit about tonight's game. Didn't really seem like you guys had too hard of a time, honestly, but you had 11 different players score the basketball tonight. Was there anything out there that you noticed from your teammates that really impressed you, or from things that maybe Coach Atkins said there at the end of the game?
We pulled ourselves together on practice on Saturday. We just connected like we've never before, and we brought it into the game today. We shared the ball a lot, and I just loved how we picked each other up when we were down.
You guys had a tough tournament over the holidays, but other than that, was it a good holiday for you and the team?
Yeah, it was fun.
Going 1-2 against some good competition there. What was the message that Coach had for you guys after that tournament, knowing that you guys took on some bigger schools, and maybe what the vision was for the team going into league now that we're into the new year?
Some games in the tournament weren't very good, but some games we were connecting and stuff, and he wanted us to bring it to our new games and on our actual league games, which I thought we did excellent at. So
yeah, it looks like tonight you had 9 points. Reese had 22. Reese has had kind of a tough go of it so far this season. She got dinged up a little bit at the tournament, just had some stitches removed from her chin. But she really brought the energy, and you just brought a lot of confidence here tonight. Just talk about your teammate, Reese, if you could.
I love Reese. I hope she's watching this right now.
She will.
She's such a good teammate. She lifts people up. She has the best energy. She always just brings a bench some energy.
Last player I want you to talk about is your big sister. What is it like playing alongside her? I imagine that you guys had a lot of driveway battles. Maybe you still do. But how has it been for you since becoming a member of the team last year and having your big sister as a junior, now as a senior? And talk about your guys' relationship maybe on the court and off the court as well.
Yeah, on the court, I feel like we connect. Sometimes we get in arguments, but I think that's just a sister thing. But I love her. She always picks me up, and whenever I feel down or I'm mad at myself, she always tells me to get out of my head. which is very helpful for me as a player.
That's good to hear. Well, I won't take up too much more of your time. I'll let you go celebrate with your team, but it was nice to meet you and
Nice
get to
to
know
meet
you.
you.
I'm sure we'll be visiting several times over the next couple of years with you here, and congratulations on the win. You guys are going to be back at it here Friday against Washougal. Good luck then.
Thank you.
All right, that's Kiki Maka Evie. Thanks again. Wave goodbye. All right. All right, Kiki Maka Evie here with 9 points in the win tonight for Mark Morris. Good personality and a lot of really good insight there, and really cool that she has a chance to play with her older sister here in her senior year, Kiki's sophomore year. But a good win here tonight for Mark Morris. And again, they're going to be back at it on Friday against Washougal. Let's run down the numbers once again, and we'll get us out of here. First, Reese Johnson, our player of the game, with 22. And then Ashlyn Cole with 6. Kiki, who we just talked to, with 9. Camry with 3. Paisley with 3. Rayleigh with 2. Cadence with 5. Destiny Watson 6. Kaya with 3. Maddie with 3. And Alexa with 6. 11 players in the scoring column here tonight for the Monarchs in the win. Let's talk real quick for Rochester. Rochester now 1-11 on the season. Lena Demers with 9 leading the way, and then you got Arissa LeBaron with 3, Lexi DuPont with 4, Sadie DuPont with 1, and Lauren Rodriguez with 2. The 19 total tonight for Rochester in defeat. They moved to 1-11 now on the season. Mark Morris 5-5. And that's going to wrap things up for me here upstairs at Mark Morris High School inside Billy's Barn. Over the top of Ted Nat Court. Tomorrow night back at Kelso High School, Prairie at Kelso boys basketball action tip-off at 7 o'clock. Be sure to be here for that one. Y'all have a great evening.